Okay, so I'm gonna take this in one go. This will be my compensation for the week that I skipped. I will explain why I skipped that week, but first I've got to let you know what rating we are sitting at today. And I'm proud to tell you that we are bang on 1045 like last week. There has been no net improvement. There's been no net improvement, partly because I've done 0 contests, and this is a big issue, and I'll talk about why this is the case, but I do want to point out that I don't want to make this too long. Not much good came out of the past 2 weeks, except sort of clarifying and just thinking over a few things, but much more thinking than actually doing problems, and that was something that I sort of regret, but I'm gonna talk about it because it's all part of the journey. First of all, I noticed as I was doing more implementation problems that I'd struggle consistently. I wouldn't be able to do B's and C's that I would feel like I should be able to do by now, or problems that I feel like I would have been able to do a few months prior. So B's and C's are somewhat of a problem for me because, well, number one issue is speed, and then secondly, of course, accuracy, right? So this is a big deal. That's a bullseye. I hope it looks like a bullseye. But anyway, another issue that I have is as I struggle with B's and C's, I notice that I get this feeling that I'm getting worse and I get demotivated. So I came across this system where you do one hard. So rather, for every hard problem you do 3 sort of easier problems to work on your speed. But this idea seems good to me, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I think that this would be something that would work out for me. But ultimately, I then struggled when I came to the realization that in my scenario, rating matters simply because I'm being monitored by like my camp, and it sort of like stresses me out a little bit, and then I perform poorly, and I don't feel like it's fun anymore just because I turn it into a competition that I shouldn't be making it. And yeah, I just get pretty bummed out. But that's got to change. That's got to change for the following reasons. Because I came across one man on Twitch. I won't shout out his name simply because I don't know if I should do that, but it made me realize something, right? And we all know this Dunning-Kruger graph, and it's cool and all, but you've got to realize that there will be bad days, maybe a string of bad days, maybe bad weeks, maybe bad months. It will feel like you're going down, right? Everything's going to look like it's pointing to the red. But the net gain is always going to be positive. No matter these bad sequences that you might find, maybe in this patch, maybe that patch, maybe in this patch, the average line will always be positive. And sometimes I forget that, and I need to become immune. I need to become immune to this feeling. This feeling that I'm getting worse when I'm trying harder. If I did have to show you, I did a total of a good 17 problems for 82 solutions, which is not a good rate at all. You can see clearly that I was having a tough time. And yeah, the problem ratings weren't even that high, but considering that, we take it and we move. But that's all that I'm gonna say for this round. But yeah, to greener pastures, I assume.
So do you want to stop streaming?